Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwaf who are listening and learning. The few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming into another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification, another daily edification. The Lord's willing to be edifying. And this is Words of Prophecy, World War III. This is about the cup that Esau Edom shall drink. This is about the fall of Babylon the Great. This is about them and everything about their way of life is coming to an end. The economic system, the monetary system, their everything of their way of life is coming to an end, man. Through what? World War III. So first precept is Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it's because there is no light in them. And this is the fall of Babylon the Great. Okay, this is the wars of all wars. This is Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there'll come two more woes. There'll come two woes more hereafter. One woe is past, which is the First World War, and behold, there'll come two woes, two more wars hereafter. Revelation 11:14. It reads, the second war is past. Now we done been through two world wars. The second war is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The third world war is coming, man. And that's how North America, Babylon the Great, Israel, and a lot of other parts of the world are gonna be destroyed. Through what? World War III with the missiles. And where it's gonna happen at? It's gonna happen in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, as the scriptures say. So this is about the fall of Babylon the Great, okay? And all their joint parties, all the nations that's joined to them, everybody gonna be destroyed in World War III. And that's when Yahweh Shai is gonna return and set up the nation of Israel, the kingdom of Israel. Okay. This is if we read this, 2nd Ezra 15:1. And it reads, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So this is about speaking the words of prophecy. And one of the major prophecies is what? World War III, the RFID microchip, and Jacob's trouble. Those are the three major prophecies that we're waiting on. Jacob's trouble, the RFID microchip to be made mandatory, and World War III. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shabbat Hashem Kakadash Baruch Thumb. Shalom, brother. This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. This is about prophecy. Like I just said, the last major prophecies that we're waiting on, we're diligently waiting on. Jacob's trouble, the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, and World War III. Okay? And we're supposed to be what? Occupied in prophecies. This is Jeremiah 28:8. And I want to read these three precepts so I can start the lesson. Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilences. So I read Revelation 9 and 12, Revelation 11 and 14. One woe is past, there come two more hereafter. Two woes is past, and there come a third woe here shortly. Okay, we done went through two world wars. The third one is coming, and the scriptures clearly tell you about World War III. This is, I'm going to start with let's start with this. First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 7. And it reads, so Alexander reigned 12 years. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Shah, Barakatham. Shalom. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. Shalom, shalom. Yahweh Shem Shah, Barakatham. It's saying after his death, they all put on crowns. They all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So it say when Alexander died, his four generals came up, okay, and it say evils were multiplied in the earth, right? Proverbs 29 and 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgressions increase, but the righteous shall see their fall. So, verse 18 said, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Now these devils have been doing number wickedness over the four corners of the earth, and now that time has come when the Lord is finna gather these nations together and destroy them in the valley of Jehoshaphat. This is Isaiah 34 and 1. And it reads, come near ye nations and hear and hearken. So since evil was multiplied in the earth by who? The Edomites. Job 9 and 24, the earth was given to the hand of the wicked, right? Isaiah 34 and 1. Come near ye nations and hear, and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation, righteous anger of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their enemies. He have utterly destroyed them. This is after the destruction of Babylon the Great and Israel and all the places where the Idumeans control the earth. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Who? All 17 heathen nations. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. This is not talking about in the spiritual realm. It's talking about here on earth. Earth is a heaven as well. And the heavens shall be rolled together as they stroll, the mushroom clouds from the missiles. And all their hosts shall fall down, all their armies, all their mighty men, as a leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is the Greek word for Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Now, the Lord is gathering these nations to do what? To destroy them, man. Why? Because they touched the nation of Israel, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, which is the apple of the lower eye. This is Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Okay? The Lord is pissed off, man. And what he's doing is through his chess move, strategic moves, he's gathering, and they gathering more soldiers right now in the land of Jehoshaphat, man. Okay, they gathering more soldiers, man. To do what? To get ready to go to war, man. This is Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague with the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that fought against Jerusalem, which is you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And this is what's gonna go down, man. All these nations that came against you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the Lord finna destroy them, man. This is and the reason why, because of what they did, man. Let's read this. Isaiah, as a matter of fact. Yeah, let's get on. Let's get Isaiah 51 first. It's Isaiah 51 and 20. It reads, Isaiah 51 and 21. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Talking to you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and thy power that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. Right? So the Lord say, he took the cup of dregs out of our hand, right? And we shall no more drink it again. Verse 23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And that's what they told us, man. Okay, the conquistadors and Spaniards, that's what they did to you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. They say, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. Right? The Lord said, what? They're gonna drink of the cup, man. This is Jeremiah 49 and 12. And it reads, but thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken. This talking about us, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Okay? For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord Yahweh, that Basra shall be a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. To my Babylon the Great, and all the nations where they control that, man. Now he say they shall surely drink of the cup. Okay? Art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. This is Jeremiah 51 in verse 7. It reads, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So the Lord is going to use these nations to turn against you devils. It say, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. Well, she can't be healed. There's no balm. There's no ointment that you can heal Babylon with. Okay. We have what we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone to his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So the judgment of this place have been what? Lifted up to the skies, man. This is Psalms 75. This is Psalm 75 and verse 6. It reads, for promotion come neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but power is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. Okay, it reads, for in the hand of the Lord Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. That's why I read Isaiah 51, man. Okay, let me read this again. Psalm 75 and 8. For in the hand of the Lord Yahweh is there a cup, and there is a cup, and the wine is red, it is full of mixture, and he poured out the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. So going back to Isaiah 51 again, in Isaiah 51 and 22, it reads, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and thy power that pleased the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. That's why I brought this out. Jeremiah 49 and 12. It reads, but thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Talking about the elites, okay? The Edomites, the Idumeans. It's Jeremiah 16 and 18. It reads, verse 17 reads, for my eyes are upon all their ways. Who? The heathens, man. Okay? The elites, the Edomites. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes. And the Lord said, their sins have reached into heaven. At first, it said, and first I will recompense their iniquity and their sins double. It said the same thing in Revelation 18. Because they have defiled my land. What's the land of the Lord? Jerusalem, Israel, man. They have gay parades every year, man. They have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. Okay? The Lord said they have defiled my land. Who is in the land? Psalms 79 and 1. Just to understand who was in our land. O power, the heathen are coming to thy inheritance. Thy holy temple have they defiled. They have laid Jerusalem on heaps. The dead bodies of thy servants have they given to be meat unto the fowls of heaven. The flesh of the saints unto the beasts of the earth. So Jerusalem is laid on heaps by who? The heathen, man. Okay, we know who the heathens is. That's why the Lord is finna bring this heavy judgment, man. This is and I read this again. Psalm 75 and 6. For promotion come neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but power is the judge. He put down one and set up another, right? So he took us out of the land, and he did what? He put the heathen in there. This is Daniel 4 and 17. It reads, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the basis of men. So he put these devils in rulership of the earth, okay? Job 9:24. So for a short moment, they've been ruling. But guess what? Their rulership is about to come to an end, man. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 10. Let me start at 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So what you got going on right now in North America, Babylon the Great? A bunch of folly, man. Why? Because we got a wicked ruler. What's going on in Israel? Wickedness. Why? Because you have wicked rulers, man. What's going on around the earth? Wickedness. That's why everybody in the uproar. Paris, um, Colombia, Chile, Haiti, all these places, man. Okay, why? Because of wicked rulers, man. So it say, Sirach 10 and 3, an unwise king destroyeth this people. Okay, Proverbs 29 and 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set up over it one that is profitable. So right now he got what? The basis of men ruling. In the hand of power is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor, right? Which is who? The elect. Be not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practice. If it be peaceful, if it be so, if it's possible, be peaceable with all men, right? Till your house shall return. Pride is hateful before power and man, and by both do of one commit iniquity. Verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. That's why I read Daniel 4:17. He set up over it the basis of men. Why? Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Verse 10 say, the physician cut off a long disease. Who is the physician? Yahushua. And he's finna cut off this long disease, which is who? The Idumeans. The physician cut off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. So right now, you got the rulership of the Idumeans, right? But that's gonna come to naught, man. Why? Because the earth is being ran by wickedness, man. Wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. Okay. This is what was I finna get? Oh, let me get this. This is Luke chapter 1 and verse 50. It reads, it saying his mercy, read for now, for he that is mighty have done to me great things, and holy is his name. For his mercy is on them that fear him from generation to generation. And this talking about who? The elect of Israel. And he also said that he was going to have war with who? From generation to generation. Amalek, right? He have showed strength with his arm. He have scattered the proud in the imaginations of their hearts. Right? Who was this? Israel he scattered. Verse 52. He have put down the mighty from their seats and exalted them of low degree. Hey, now you can look at this. Hey, he put us down, right? And he brought up who? Them that are low degree. Who was low? The bases of men, right? The Idumeans. It say Luke 1 and 52, he have put down the mighty from their seats and exalted them of low degree. Now we was on high and they was low. He put us down, right? Because we went a horn after other gods, and he brought the low up. Now he's putting down these Idumeans who on high, right? Their pride, their heart have deceived them, right? So he have put down the mighty from their seat. That's why Isaiah 47:1 come down and send the dust over burden daughter of Babylon. There is no throne for thee, right? So it say he have put down the mighty from their seat, their throne, right? And exalted them of low degree. Who is of the low degree? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. He have filled the hungry with good food, with good things, and the rich he have sent empty away. Okay, the rich he have sent empty away, and you elites, man. All you that's on high right now. The Lord he's changing things up now, man. He's bringing you back down, and he finna set the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, back in rulership, man. Okay, Yahweh King David, and the Israel and the elect, man. This is that's why and you see them Galilean armies over there in the valley, man. This is Joel. Let me read this. Joel chapter 2 and verse 20. It reads, but I will remove far off from you, from who? North America, Babylon the Great, the northern army. Okay? That's your army. He's going to remove them far from North America to well, the valley of Jehoshaphat. Joel 2 and 20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, which is well over there in Jehoshaphat, man. It's a with his face toward the east sea, which is their face toward the Persian Gulf, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. The utmost sea is the Red Sea behind them. So they're gonna be facing the Persian Gulf, right over there in Saudi Arabia. Okay, this is barren and desolate land, Saudi Arabia. Okay, a desert, right? It's a with his face towards the east sea, which is the Persian Gulf, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea, which is the Red Sea, and his stink shall come up. What stink? From all those dead bodies, man. And his ill savor, which is a foul smell. Okay, his ill savor. That's why I say his stink shall come up, which is and his ill savor, which is a foul smell, shall come up because he have done great things. What great things? Whoredoms. Babylon the Great is full of wickedness, whoredoms, right? So it say his stink shall come up and his ill savor shall come up. And I just read that to you in Isaiah 34. Let's go back to it. Isaiah 34 and verse 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, man. Okay? Over there in Saudi Arabia, man, over there in that desert land, the Valley of Jehoshaphat over there, man, in the Middle East. Okay? So going back to this again, Joel 2 and 20. For I will remove far from you the northern army, which is your military, and will drive them into a barren and desolate land, into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, the Persian Gulf, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea, which is the Red Sea, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things. What's the great things? Your wickedness, man. You have ruled the earth in wickedness, man. It's Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. What war? World War III. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. And all the weak nations that used to be weak, that didn't have intercontinental ballistic missiles, they are all strong now. Okay, they are beating. The Lord said, "Beat your plowshares into swords, right? Tools for agriculture, and your pruning hooks into spears, which is tools for agriculture, right? Um, Cropping and harvesting food, right? The Lord say, they scratch that. Everything that you're doing to make sure your nation is sustained with substance, turn all that into war materials, man. Okay, get war ready. This is about being war ready. Is what the Lord's saying. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, 17 nations on the earth, and they all heathens, man. And gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. He said, cause your mighty ones to come down, right? That's when Yahweh shall come out with the angels. This is Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time, Michael shall stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. Okay? So Michael, when you go back to Joel 3, again it say, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down. O Yahweh, who are the mighty ones? The angels, man. Right? Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Right? That's what a sickle is. It's a harvest tool, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get ye down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Okay, their wickedness, the Lord say their wickedness have reached into the heavens, man. It say multitudes in the valley of decision. Yahweh Shaphat, For the day of the Lord Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Why? Because the sky's gonna be filled with missiles, mushroom clouds, smoke, all that, man, fire. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. That's why I'm talking about that this is a heaven, earth is a heaven. But the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. So now, this World War III is coming, man. Why? Because you made us drink that cup, man. Okay? As the Lord said in Ezekiel, man, this is all because of you not want to put down the sword, man. Because you have had a perpetual hatred with the nation of Israel. Shalom, sister Yahweh Shema Shah Barakathon. This is Ezekiel 35 and 5, just to read the point. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time when their iniquity had an end. Okay? Our iniquity had an end, man. And what did you devils do? Zechariah 1 and 5, 1 and 15. Our iniquity had an end, Esau. But what did you do? This is Zechariah 1 and 15. And it say, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen. They are at ease. See, you at ease thinking ain't nothing gonna come to you, man. Thinking you don't gotta pay for what you did to our people, man. But you gotta pay. How you gonna pay? Through World War III, man. It say, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen. They are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the afflictions. You helped forward the affliction, man. Okay? The Lord say when our iniquity had an end, man. We had an end, man. But you did what? You helped forth the affliction, man. You devils let us out of slavery, supposedly. And what did you do? You set out the paddy wagons, man. Okay, the slave patrol. That's why we got police today, man. These police today ain't nothing but the slave runner that was on horses, man. The guy that they had set the slave master had set up. If a slave escaped, they chased him down on a horse, man. Hey, just like 8 Ball had said years ago, man, you replace your whips with Berettas and clips on your hip, man. Okay? And you ain't in horses no more. You in police cars, man. Same thing. You replace your whips with Berettas and clips on your hip, man. You them same people, man. Okay? There's nothing new under the sun. But the Lord say, you help forth the affliction, man. When our iniquity had an end. So therefore, you're going to be destroyed with a World War III, man. Okay? While you trying to upset prophecy, hey, you can't upset prophecy. Hey, and while y'all trying to find a way to stop the tabernacle of David from being built, won't you try to figure out how you're gonna stop World War III from happening? Okay, what about that? That's what you need to be worried about, because you can't stop the tabernacle of David from being closed, sealed up, the breaches being sealed. Okay, this is a spiritual temple being built. So while you worry about us, the hope for the elect, helping seal the elect, won't you worry about how you're gonna try to stop World War III from happening? While you got your Space Force. Okay, you devils talk all this madness, and see, Jake don't know what's going on, man. Jake don't understand. You devils is creating what he said a fifth branch or sixth branch of the military for what? Hey, according to y'all, there's nothing in space. There's nothing out there, but we don't see it. Well, Jake, the natural Jake don't see it, because if I move in the spot where I'm at right now, I can see cherries every night, man. Okay, and I was showing other people how I used to hover back and forth and change lights. But you devils, you see them chariots every day, all day out there, where y'all floating at, which is space station, supposedly, because you can't go past the Van Allen belt, the radiation belt. But y'all out there a little ways, and y'all see the chariots, man. Okay, these devils telling you there's nothing out there. Why do y'all need a sixth branch of the military? For what? What you need a space force for? When you watch this movie, Independence Day, the second one, the second Independence Day, which is pretty good. They is actually on the moon, and they got lasers and missiles on the moon, man. When you watch the new one, why y'all doing that? Because they know that Yahweh Shai is coming back with the angels, man. They know that. They know, man. This is Psalms 68 and 17. See, they know. But 2/3 of Jake don't know. These peon Edomites don't know nothing, man. Okay? Psalm 68 and 17, it reads, the chariots of power are 20,000. 20,000, man. Even thousands of angels. Okay? The chariots of the Most High, hey, when Yahweh shall come back, the chariots are going to be 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them. Yahweh Shah is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. The chariots of Yahweh Shah are 20,000, man. Do you understand? 20,000. It's a even thousands of angels are among them. Now, when you go to let me see, is it Isaiah 31 and 5, right? It's Isaiah 31 and 5. Now I just read to you Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. And how are they coming back? When you see birds fly, when you see a pack of birds flying, how do they fly? They fly in a V shape, man. Okay? In a V formation. This is Isaiah 31 and verse 5. As birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. Do you hear that? They coming, Yahweh Shah and the 20,000 chariots, the 20,000 chariots and 1,000 angels, they coming back as birds flying in a V shape. Listen to this. Isaiah 31 and 5. As birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Defending also, he will deliver it. Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter into thy chambers, right? Shut the door about thee while the inner nation be overpassed, right? It's a defending, also he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. Listen, man, the Lord is coming back in a glorious fashion, man. Yahweh Shah is coming back with 20,000 chariots, thousands of angels, man. Okay? And they come back in a V shape, man. How birds fly. The scriptures say that, man. Okay? To do what? To destroy all the nations, man. He's doing what? In Zechariah 14 and 12, okay? In Zephaniah 3 and 8, in Joel 3, 9 on down to 14, he's gathering all these nations in the valley of decision, Yahweh Shaphat, to do what? To destroy them. Why? Because they put their hand on the apple of his eye, man. Okay? This is all for the elect of so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Now, this is Revelation 18 in verse 4. And I heard a voice, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye may not be partakers of her sins, that ye receive none of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, power have remembered her iniquity. Now I say, come out of her, my people, that ye shall not, that ye be not partakers of her sins. Now when you go to Revelation 11 and 12, what does it say? And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Okay? They heard a voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up into heaven in a cloud. Let's get this one. Isaiah 26 and 20. It reads, come, my people. That's that voice they heard. Enter thou into thy chambers, and shut the door and shut thy doors about thee. Everybody got a chamber. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed, the righteous anger. Okay, so the elect gonna get beaten up into a chariot, and the Lord gonna drop the missiles down. That's why I tell you in First Peter's, First Peter 4 and 17 reads this: for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what should the end be of them that obey not the gospel? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, scarcely be saved, what shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So as Jake getting beamed up into the chariots, it's gonna be like A pause motion, man. A pause moment, man. Okay. It said the righteous shall scarcely get saved, man. So as you get beat up into the chariots, what's going to be going on? The missile's going to be coming down. Okay. Let's read this. This is Revelation. Revelation 14, I think it is. Is it 14? No, maybe. Let me see. Oh, right here. Revelation 11. Salakia. I was right there. I'm tripping. So back in Revelation 11, right? Because it say the righteous shall scarcely get saved. So if the righteous scarcely get saved, that means it's going to be in the midst of the missiles dropping, right? So as the righteous scarcely get saved, they're going to hear the voice saying, come up hither. And they entered up into, and they ascend up into the cloud, right? In a chariot. Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, into thy chambers. Shut the doors about thee till the end nation be overpassed, right? So Revelation 11 and 12, read again. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up into heaven in the cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, which is the 10 FEMA zones. Or you also can link that every state has an area code or a zip code, and it go from 0 to 9. Every 0 to 9 is 10 numbers. Every state have an area code or zip code, and they go from 0 to 9. Or you can break it up in 10 FEMA zones, right? It say, and the 10th part of the city fell, mainly North America. This is about North America. And in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000, okay, which is a complete number. And the remnant were affrighted, okay? The remnant, 1 Peter 4:18 said, what? If the righteous shall scarcely be saved, right? The righteous shall scarcely be saved, where shall ungodly sin appear? Right here, Revelation 11:12, Revelation 11:13 say, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to power of heaven. Okay. Verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third will come quickly. So, right here, as the elect get beat them into the chariot, they're going to, it said in the rain, the remnant were frightened and gave glory to Yahweh Shema of heaven when they get into the chariots. And then what? The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. So right after that, man, the Lord going to have these devils to bring on the fight, man. Okay. Because at this time, this is going to be going through Jacob trouble, all that Jacob trouble gonna be going on, man. Okay, all these different things gonna be happening. So as a remnant, as the remnant were frightened and gave glory to Yahweh Shema Shah, as they entered into the chariots, they say the second war is past, and behold, the third war coming quickly. So World War III gonna break out. Now let me read this, and I'm gonna get these precepts about the fight against Yahweh Shah and his angels and the elites and their angels. This is Isaiah. Now remember what that said. The remnant was frightened and gave glory to Yahweh Shema Shah of heaven, right? It's Isaiah 24 and 15. Let's read the point to link these all together. Isaiah 24 and 15. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah in the fires. What fires? As the elect gonna scarcely be saved, right? The fires are gonna be playing out, man. Okay? They're just in my mind. I be thinking things gonna be in slow motion. If the elect get saved scarcely, things gonna be well, Jacob trouble already gonna be going on, man. Okay, but the Lord gonna have them World War III gonna be ready to take flight, man. The Lord just gonna beam his elect out. Isaiah 24 and 15 they say, wherefore glorify ye the Lord Yahweh in the fires, the righteous scarcely being saved. Even the name of the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel in the isles of the sea. So that's showing you right there, glorify you the Lord in the fires, right? So if you go back to Revelation 11, it tell you right here. Hey, the precepts is beautiful, man. Revelation 11 and 13, and the remnant were frightened and gave glory to Yahweh Shemawashah of heaven. Why? The Lord said, glorify ye him in the fires, man. Okay? And we got to glorify the Lord. And you also got the fires of put you through the furnace of affliction, right? Put you through the hell, trying you right now, the trial and tribulation, Jacob trouble, right? But when hey, if you want these legs, you get being to the chariot, the Lord said you're gonna glory. Hey, they was a frightened, man. Why? For scarcely being saved, man. This is Revelation 19. Hey, it say right after they get beamed up, man. The second war's passed. Here come a third war here quickly, man. So right after you let get beat up into the chariots, World War III gonna break out, man. Revelation 19 and 1. It reads, and after these things, I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, Hallelujah, salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord our power. This right here, after they get beat up into the chariot, man. Okay. Verse 2, for true and righteousness are his judgments. For he have judged the great whore, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged the blood of his saints at her hand. Hey, the elect gonna be giving glory to y'all by Shema Shah, man. Okay, verse 3. And again they said, Hallelujah, and her smoke rose up forever and ever. Now let's get to this meat. Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, a chariot, and he that sat on him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. He was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Power. The vesture dipped in blood is Isaiah 63, man. Who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Verse 14 say, and the armies which were in heaven followed him with white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. I just read to you Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of the Lord are 20,000, even thousands of angels, right? Isaiah 31 and 5. And he coming back, Yahweh and the angel coming back. How? As birds flying, right? Verse 15 saying, out of his mouth go up a sharp sword, that with it he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. That's Revelation 2, 25 and 26. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the almighty power. Now let's read that. Come on, Shalom, Mark. Yahweh Shema Shah, Rakatham, Shalom. Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? That it say this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come, man. Okay? Hey, gotta go back, man. Revelation 19 in verse Revelation 19 and verse 13 again. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, coming from Edom, man. All the Edomites, all of them, man. And all the heathen nations. And he said he come to smite the nations, man. And his name is called the Word of Power. And the armies which were in heaven followed him. That's some 20,000 chariots and thousands of angels upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with the rod of iron. Hold on. It said out of his mouth came a sharp sword. Matthew chapter 10 and 34. And it reads, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Okay? Luke chapter 12, and verse 51. No, Luke 12 and 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? And before Yahweh shall return, Jacob trouble gonna be going on, man. It's hey, they already burning down Paris right now, man. With the Yellow Vest movement, they burning down Colombia, they burning down Chile. Okay, Haiti, they burning it down, man. All the other countries around the world, man. These people's in the uproar. So these things, hey, the Lord already got fires going on around the world, man. Greece was on fire a little while ago. California is burning down, man. Okay, different places around the world is on fire, man. Judgment all around the world, man. This is Revelation 12. And see, this is why these Idumeans is pissed off, man. Because they know the end is near. Revelation 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven. This is talking about, it ain't talking about the spiritual realm with Yahweh. It's talking about here on earth, man. Earth is a heaven as well, man. It's the heaven for who? The elites. Right? What that old saying is, this is the white man's heaven, but the black man's hell, right? This is their heaven, man. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Hold on. What did Daniel say? Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. Michael, man. Okay? Hey, so you already know, man. Them top four angels is who? Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, man. Hey, you know they on deck. First and foremost, man. They say 20,000 chariots, even thousands of angels, man. Thousands. And Yahushua told these people when he was getting about to be crucified, he could have called down 12 legions of angels, man. 12 legions. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. Salakia. I don't know where that right off. See if I can pull it up real quick. This is Matthew 26 and 53. You gotta make sure I highlight this. Matthew 26 and 53. It reads. This is what Yahweh said now. Let's read matter of fact, let's read 51, because it's talking about Paul, it's talking about Peter, right? It say, and behold, Matthew 26 and 51. And behold, one of them, let me highlight that. One of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. Then said Yahushua to him, put up again thy sword into thy place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. This is what Yahushua said. Thinkest thou that I could not now pray to my Father, and he shall presently, he said, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legion of angels, man. Yahushua could have called down more than 12 legion of angels, man. He said, but how then shall the scripture be fulfilled that thus it must be, man? Okay? Yahushua could have called now more than 12 legion of angels, man. Hey, one angel get the job done. When you read the story about King David, when he let Satan tempt him with a censer, what did the Lord do? Yahweh gave him three options, man. He can have a famine. I think the famine was for 3 years. He can go on a famine for 3 years, or he can go on a rulership under his enemies for a certain period of time, or he had to kill 70,000 of his men, man. And the Lord sent an angel to kill 70,000 of David's men, man. Okay? One angel. I'm assuming there was one angel, man. One. Hey, the scriptures say one angel, man. So Yahushua said he could have called down 12, more than 12 legions of angels, man. Okay? Hey, man, you devils don't got no chance of winning, man. Back in Revelation 12 and 7, there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. The dragon is who? The Roman Empire, the revived Roman Empire. Because you know about the dragon. Because what happened when you read about the story, right? In this story in Revelation 12, it all breaks off. You got to have a spiritual eye to understand this story, the whole Revelation 12. The dragon that was chasing the woman, which was who? The Roman Empire, when they was after Yahushua when he was born, right? So what did Herod do? He set a decree out to kill all the children 2 years and younger, trying to kill Yahushua, right? So it say Michael and his angel fought against the dragon, which is the Roman Empire, which is the revived Roman Empire, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. Hey, that's over with. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. What is this talking about? Your stealth bombers, your military, your intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Okay. Hey, like Apostle Ramlaw mentioned when you watch the movie with Tom Hanks and this guy Mark Wahlberg, what it was Saving Private Ryan. Hey, when they told him, hey, when they said you hear that sound coming, what is that? Those are we told that's our help. Hey, Tom Hanks said, no, them are angels, man. Okay, talking about the planes, them jets, stealth bombers, and all those fighter jets, man. Okay, it said again, and he was cast into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Right? It say, and I heard a voice, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And that was Satan do, man. Okay? Constantly telling Yahweh, look at them, man. Look what they doing. Look what they doing. Eating pork, being homosexual, transgender, right? I got them killing each other, right? Sleeping with each other, wives and daughters, committing adultery. I got them doing every sin under the sun. And these who you gonna get the kingdom to, right? That's what Satan do, man. They say, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, right? Standing great boldly, man, proclaim the name of the Lord, man. The name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. And they love not their death, and they love not their lives unto death. Hey, that's what the Lord said. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Hey, because he already destroyed, man. Okay, this is already gonna happen, man. Okay, the Lord is showing you right here, it's already gonna happen, man. So therefore rejoice, ye heavens. Who are you talking to right here? Who was the heavens? You Israelites, man. Let's prove that with a verse. I think it's Ezekiel 36 and 1, if I ain't mistaken. No, it may be let me see. I have to pull my sword out for this one. It's a verse. I thought it was 36. Let me see. Where does it? Then it was a verse though that I can't find it. I had to come back to it. But the verse that tell you, say ye heavens. Um anyway, it doesn't matter. I just want to find that to and I can't find it. But let me go back to this. Revelation 12 and Revelation 12 and they say, therefore rejoice ye heavens. I gotta find this because now it's itching me. Salakia. Let me find it real quick. My mom was there too long on it. Damn, I hate when I can't find something. But anyway, back in Revelation 12 and 12, it say, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because you know that they have but a short time. So this is already done happened, man. Okay? This is already done happened, man. So the Lord is saying, rejoice, man. Because when you read from Revelation 12 down to 11, it already done happened, man. And that's why Ezra said this. The second Ezra's second, let me see. Second Ezra 13 and 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the ways thereof, and beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with thousands of heaven. I just read to you thousands of heaven in Psalm 68 and 17, right? 20,000 of chariots and thousands of angels. So I said that man waxed strong with thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Hey, because it tell you in James, even the devils know and tremble, man. Okay. It's saying, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, they all burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth fell when it filleth the fire. You see? So when you read back in Joel, it say right here, and whensoever it say, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, Yahweh, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire. Now, when you go back to Joel 2, right? It says this, Joel 2 and 20. It say, but I will remove far off from you the northern army, which is North America military, and will drive him into the land barren and desolate, which is over there in Saudi Arabia, with his face towards the east sea. The east sea is the Persian Gulf, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea, which is the Red Sea, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor, which is a foul odor, shall come up, because he have done great things. So Ezra said, when Yahweh spoke, hey, they all was burnt, man. Okay? They was burnt, man. It said the same thing right here in Isaiah 34. Listen to this. Isaiah 34 and 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Okay? Verse 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, here on earth, and it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So, ye heavens is who? So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. Okay? The elect on this side. So going back to Second Ezra, Second Ezra 13, Ezra said, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, Second Ezra 13 and 4, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven, from the four corners of the earth. These nations is going out, man, to fight against Yahweh, man, to subdue the man that came out to sea. Salakia. It say it said to subdue the man that came out to sea. Is I'm still along with y'all? Y'all still can hear me? I had to click on something. It said to subdue the man that came out to sea, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But yeah, man, that was the point. I just want to read that. Let me see, I'm gonna get one more, and I'm gonna get you brother precepts out the comment board. because I'm already an hour in, but it doesn't matter. This is Daniel chapter 7, and let's go with the start at verse let's see. This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse, trying to see where I want to start at. Because this is about the Roman Empire. This is about the revived Roman Empire. The Daniel saw the four beasts, right? But I'm going to the last one. So this is Daniel 7 and verse, let's start at 17. These great beasts, which are four, and four kings, which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceedingly dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, break in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. And of the 10 horns that were so the fourth beast is the Roman Empire, and the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom three fell. The three fell was Britain, the British, the Spanish, and the French. Okay, so it was seven left out of when the three horns fell. It was seven left, right? Then another one came up, which was who? North America, right? Babylon the Great. So it say, in the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom three fell, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, which is the revived Roman Empire, which is North America, Babylon the Great, whose look was more stout than his fellows. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. Okay, you got prevailed against them. So you got the Roman Empire, right? 70 AD, right? All the way up to right now. Okay? You got 70 AD to right now, man. They prevailed against the saints until the Ancient of Days came and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which is the Roman Empire, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. And that's why going to Second Ezra chapter 11, man. Right? It's saying and the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall rise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue three kings. It's going into British, French, and the Spanish. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand unto a times and times and a dividing of times. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and destroy it upon the earth, unto the earth. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints, which is you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. So, understanding this, man, and this is let's read this, right? I should have jumped up a little bit. It said this Daniel 7:9. It said, I beheld till the throne was cast down, and the ancient of days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and his hair of his head was like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands and thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were open. I beheld them because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. I beheld even to the beast was slain. Who? North America, Babylon the Great, and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. Don't it say Obadiah 1:18? Esau shall be for stubble, they should kill in him, and there shall not be any remain in the house Esau. Right? That's what they're talking about. And concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away. Who is the rest of the beasts? The other nations that's joined in North America, okay? EU and NATO, right? It's saying, and concerning the rest of the beasts, they had the dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and a time. Okay? Why? Because hey, after after that 1,000 years of slavery, hardcore slavery, they're gonna be able to go back into their lands, man. The only one gonna be done away with is who? Esau Edom, man. And there was given him dominion and glory in the kingdom that all people, nations, and languages serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. So the other nations gonna be able to go back into their land, man. Okay, after 1,000 years, but they're gonna pay tributary to Israel forever, man. Okay, but this lesson, hey, that war that's in heaven, man. Hey, these devils is going down, man. They are going down. They are going down, man. Okay, just like Titanic, they're going down. This is Anam Jeremiah 51:11, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple, right? And what's the temple of the Lord? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the elect, right? His predestined men. This is again Nahum 1 and 2. God is jealous, and the Lord Yahweh revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, right? He say doing it for his name, man. Okay, for his name's sake. And he reserveth wrath for his enemies, man. Jeremiah 51 and 20. Adam nah. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. With thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Right. So the same thing in Ezekiel 25 and 14. Yeah, man. So these devils, while they creating a space for us, they don't even know what they're doing, man. The Lord got you devils creating a space force to fight against him, man. To fight against the Lord. Why? Why? Let's see why. Exodus 15 and 3 reads, Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. The Lord is a man of war, man. Okay? He's a man of war, man. And he won a real good fight, man. Okay? Hey, so he gave you devils the best technology you can come up with, man. Okay? And you think you're doing it, man. You think you're doing it because you control things. You got your technology, your iPhones. You get all this high tech to control your missiles, right? To guide your missiles where you want them to go at. You think you really got a grade A technology, man. You don't got nothing, man. You don't got nothing, man. As the Lord said, the deceive and the deceive are his, man. And Job, what is that? Job 12 and 26. The deceit and the deceive are his, man. Yahweh Shemashah gave you this great technology, man, to do what? Hey, the Lord like a good fight, man. Hey, he love a good fight, man. I did this yesterday. This is let me read them again, man. This is Deuteronomy 25 and 17, man. And see, what you gotta understand is this is all about this is about taking out you Amalek, man. Deuteronomy 25 and 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way when ye were come forth out of Egypt. Okay? Let's just read the point. Verse 19. Deuteronomy 25 and 19. Therefore it shall be when the Lord Yahweh thy power have given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, that's all 17 heathen nations, in the land which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee for inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it. The Lord said you will not forget this, man. Why? Because he's going to keep it in your memories, man. Hey, Yahweh said in Isaiah 63, man, the day of vengeance burneth in his heart, man. Come back and do what? To snap his fingers, just like Thanos, and destroy you devils, man, and all your military. Okay? Hey, to destroy you devils, man. Like it ain't nothing. What you think that movie was about, man? That Thanos was your shot, man. And them devils know that. This is Numbers 24 and 18. It reads, and Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Look that word up. It say, out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. Hold on. Gotta read it. I gotta read it. Must needs read it. Jeremiah 4 and 7. The lion is come up from his thicket. Who is this, Yahweh? And the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He on his way, man. Okay? He is on his way. But hey, the lion is come up from his thicket, man. The destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way, man. Hey, of course, I wouldn't want to be an Edomite neither, man. This is Numbers 24, back in verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, who? Yahweh, he took up his parable. He took up a parable against you devils, man, and said Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Let's get one more. One more. Exodus 17, just to read the point. Exodus 17 and 16. For he said, because the Lord Yahweh have sworn that the Lord will have war. He will have war with Amalek from generation to generation, man. Okay? Hey, so the Lord set you bases of men up, right? He gave you dominion of the earth to do what? To rule in wickedness. Why? Just so he can show his might in you, man. The same way he did with Pharaoh, man. Okay? Yahweh is what? The head master chess player. Let's read this. Jeremiah 16, 18 again. It say, and first, Jeremiah 16, 18. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land, Israel, Jerusalem. They have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of the detestable and abominable things. Okay? You did this, man. You did this. This is the work of who? Your hands, man. Why? Because let righteous, hey, Isaiah 26 and 10 say what? Let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness, man. They can't. The Lord created you to be the wicked, man. Okay? And what did he say? Your sins. Matter of fact, let me read this real quick. Jeremiah 51. Read this real quick. Jeremiah 51 and verse it says Jeremiah 51 and 9. Just read the point. For her judgment, it said, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven. Your judgment reacheth unto heaven, man, and is lifted up even to the skies. What is that, man? Revelation 18 and verse 5 is to read the point. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and power have remembered her iniquities. So your sins done reached into the heavens, man. That's how much you got stacked up, man. Okay? Hey, that's how much your bill do, man. And you can't pay this off. Gotta be by blood, man. Hey, the Lord said you have war with Amalek forever, from generation to generation, man. What did it tell you? The Lord is a man of war, man. If he said you're gonna have war with Amalek from generation to generation, that means continuously, man. The Lord is a man of war. Hey, he had David to put you down. He had Amaziah in 2 Chronicles 25 and starting at 14. Amaziah put you devils down. Well, he didn't kill all you. Okay, Samuel didn't kill all you neither, man. I mean, not Samuel, but Saul. So Samuel had to hack up the king, okay, of who? Amalek, man. Listen, when you read these, when you read First Kings, Samuel, Chronicles, it was always war with Amalek, man. Why? Because they are the chief house of Edom, man. The Lord always had war from generation to generation with you devils, man. But the final battle is what? Yahweh Shai and you devils, man. And you're gonna be put down, man. Thus have the scriptures, man. Okay? But it started with who? Alexander the Freak, man. Now you got who? Hey, you got that's what hey, and that's why they're trying to get Trump out of there too, man. But see, this is just my thoughts though. I'm thinking they feel if they get Trump out of there, they can make the nation come back together. Cause see, the nation except hey, Russia, China, and Iran, man, it's over. Hey, them the three main ones, man. They and the North Korea gonna join with them, Turkey, Venezuela, India, all these people gonna join with them, man, and they're gonna destroy you, man. But you got Russia, China, and Iran doing drills together, and Trump is pissed off about that, man. They are heated, so they got to get this devil out if they can. But they say right here, because what I think they've been having this guy Jared Kushner. He been doing like he trying to do peace deals on the low. Don't nobody know about it, but he doing peace deals on the low, man, trying to get the country together. But guess what? They separate. Why? Because of the prophecies, man. This is the Lord moving, man. This is the Lord. Lord. Hey, this is the Lord's chessboard, man. A check. Yeah, this is the Lord's chessboard, man. Okay, this is a big chessboard. Earth is, man. And the Lord, hey, if you can just take a right up in the sky real high, man. This is the Lord chessboard, man. And he moving you how he want to, man. Okay? He putting the spirit on you to make your moves, because Proverbs 21:1 said, what? The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, man. Like the rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever he will. So the Lord is doing this, man. Okay? But this is the chessboard, man. And the Lord is playing you to do what? Hey, and they trying to get rid of Trump so they can bring in the peace deal. If they can get rid of Trump, they can stop the nation from separating. Because all the nations separating, if you're looking at it on just a basic level, they separate because of Trump, man, because of the sanctions. If they get Trump out of there, they probably figure, hey, we can bring the nations back, we can make this peace agreement, and everything goes smooth. But the Lord said this, 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. What? World War III still. Either way you go trying to upset prophecy, it ain't gonna work, man. Okay? I'm gonna read this and close out on this one. This is Ezekiel. Was it Ezekiel 7:25? Said basically the same thing 1 Thessalonians do. Ezekiel 7:25, it say, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Okay? Hey, it's over, man. Game plan is over, man. All you can do is pray to the Lord, man. Hey, 2/3 ain't gonna make it. The heathens can't make it. All they got is what? Go run into their bunkers, man. Like Amos 9:1 and 2, man. They gonna run into the mountains. They gonna run into. They got now. They creating their $1 billion submarine so they can go up underwater in the sea. But what the Yahweh Shah said they gonna call the Leviathan to swallow you up. So there's no way you can go, man. There's no way you can go. There's nothing you can do to get past judgment, man. Why? Because your sins have reached into heaven, man, and you have destroyed Jerusalem and laid it on heaps, man. As the Lord say. So it is what it is. Hey, so Lord willing, this is edifying. Got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the ark and pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwa who are listening and learning. A few sisters who are listening and learning. Hey, they gathering these armies over there, man. They getting their mighty men ready, man. To do what? Fall by the sword, man. Oh, let me close with this. Let me close with this. 2nd Ezra 16. Let me close with this. 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 33. It reads, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Well, over in the land of Yahweh Shaphat, man, they're going to be destroyed, man. Okay? They're going to be destroyed, man. Hey, it's over, man. Hey, you can't do nothing. What is it? Isaiah 13 and 4. This is Abnana, Jeremiah 15:29. It said, call together the archers. Right. I should have read verse 9 too. He said he called the armies from the north country, which is Russia. But it said, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape, recompense her according to her works. Right. According to all that she have done, do unto her, for she have been proud against the Lord Yahweh, against the Holy One of Israel. This is Yasharallah, Parasymphony, Isaiah 13 and 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Right, Joel 3. The Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. Right. And verse 5 say, gotta read it. Verse 5 say, Isaiah 13 and 5. They come from a far country. What do? The missiles, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. From the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. See, brother, you don't fire me back up. Jeremiah 50, you got to be allowed to read it. Jeremiah 50 and 25 reads, the Lord Yahweh have opened his armory and brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Hey, this is the Lord weapons, man. Okay, of his indignation, man. This is said the Lord have opened his armory, man. Hey, the Lord got the biggest armory, man. Okay, this is he's a man of war, man. Okay, I just read to you, man, in Exodus 17, man. Hey, the Lord is a man of war. He said we have war with Amalek from generation to generation, man. Okay, and from the time of King David, man. It's no, Salakia. From Joshua on down, man, it's been straight war with Amalek, man, and all the other nations. And that's how Yahweh Shai get down, man. Okay? So Lord witness edifying. Hey, the water for tuning in. Lord witness edifying. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. And the sincere salutation to all the occupants pushing this truth and believing this truth. For the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to that wall who are listening and learning. You few sisters out there who are listening and learning. Hey, to next time, Lord willing. Hey, shalom. Hey, the water for everybody tuning in. The water.